I was waiting to get some interesting work because whenever, as an actor, I wanted to do OTT, but that OTT was not up to what I wanted to do. It was very TV kind of OTT because then I thought, well, then why do I leave TV? And why don't I do TV if I do want to do the same kind of shows?
Yeah.
Because I want to be a part of these ones, which people will watch, which is made by a
Correct.
certain kind of people.
Hello, guys. You know, there's one thing that we millennials cannot be jealous of and rather be happy for the Gen Zs. Watching the stars that we've grown up watching and we get to see them on OTT now. Today, I have one of the most famous TV stars and also a movie star. And we've grown up watching him. He's one of those chocolate boys that every girl used to look out for in those school times or college time. Aamir Ali, thank you for joining us today at midday.
Thank you so much. I don't know what to talk about this or say about this. I had told this once to Madhuri ma'am that
Okay.
I've grown up looking at you, and she felt very upset about it.
Okay, so how do you feel about it when I
I
ask?
love it. I love it.
Because that's what I meant, we millennials, like I mean, even you're a millennial in a way, right?
I don't know, maybe.
So, but imagine the Gen Zs, they're going to see all of you guys on OTT.
Yeah.
You've done one work with Hansal Mehta recently,
Yeah,
and he even got Harman Baweja in the Scoop,
that's
right?
right.
So
That's right.
I was amazed by the fact that okay, this is that star, right? We've seen them before, and it's
Yeah.
great to see them coming back on on screen and coming
Yeah.
out with great and fantastic work.
Arman was so good in Scuba. I was so happy for him.
Yeah.
After years, and he's a very old friend of mine, and after years, he did something so good.
So same for when you started the year with Faraz, I mean, and Hansal Mehta,
So I'm sure
good,
people
great
will feel the same for me. They'll feel good for me.
absolutely. See, that's what I said. When I started the interview, your introduction like that. Oh God, these stars that we've seen since
Yeah.
childhood, they are coming back, and it's so
Yeah.
great to see you guys back. So now, starting with Faraz and coming with Trial with Kajol Ma'am and so many projects coming up. How do you feel about that now?
I feel great. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time because when I took a break from TV, I took a break to become an actor.
Yeah.
Like concentrating on acting. And you need these big makers to push you and back you
Correct.
and give you that kind of work. Yeah, the wait was a little longer than expected, but also the shows got a little pushed. The timelines got a little pushed. And so whatever I've shot for last year and a half, it's all coming now at the same time, next 6 months. So next 6 months, 23, second half is going to be good for me or whatever
You're going
for
to be
me,
all
but important
busy
for
right
me.
now.
No, I'm happy. All my work is going to come out.
That's great. Tell me everything about the trial. We all the audiences want to know that.
The trial is heavy on emotions.
Mhm.
So of course, there's a lot of court cases. There's um, police. There's everything, but it runs very heavy on emotions and relationships. So it is adaptation of an international show called Good Vibe. It's not a remake. It's adapted by this amazing person, Suparn Verma, who's done some amazing work recently.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems and looks all good right now.
And tell us the story about how the part landed to you. Like how did you get it?
I had tested for it. Okay, so when I was telling somebody I tested for it, like, but why tested? Because, but I feel as an actor, there's no harm in testing for things if it needs to be.
It's like an interview, any job, any person also goes for.
Like a lot of people don't
Yeah.
know. I've also heard that in an Aamir Khan film, every actress you see,
Yeah.
everybody has to test because he is a perfectionist and he wants कि मेरे साथ में कैसे लग रही है, and he's also auditioning
Yeah.
along with them. So there's no harm in testing if the makers want you to, and you're working with makers like Suparn Verma and Hansal Mehta and Jai Mehta and all these guys are these new age great directors.
Yeah.
And when they want to see you in a certain character, then they ask for it and then you give it. So I went for it, and at night I got a call. In typical Suparn Verma way, he's very. You met him?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you have to meet him.
I wish
then,
to.
Then you'll know what I'm saying. He's loud and he's abusive and he's very funny. Yeah, he's loud, abusive, and funny. So he's crazy. He's like steroids. He's born with steroids in his blood. Itni energy usme. So he called me and told me कि like we are doing a show. Like, why don't you tell me you're the creator? Because when I asked them, they said अभी तक कोई confirm नहीं है. And he said, because I told them not to, and I didn't want, if you get to know, then you will call me and give me
Correct.
pressure कि यार मुझे वो role अच्छा लगा करना है, and then I wanted to happen on merit. So in a way, I was upset with him कि बताया नहीं, but I was happy also that good he didn't tell me, and I got that stuff. Whatever I got it on my merits.
Yeah, you proved it to him that you
Yeah,
can do this.
yeah.
And when it comes to trial, how was working with Kajol? You worked with big stars before also.
Yeah,
But she has a very different energy.
yeah.
Like the person she is, even when she comes in front of for any press conference or anything like that, she comes with that energy. A person sitting at the back and watching it can imagine, okay, what would she be like when you sit with her, or maybe when you're shooting with her?
I think all thanks to Suparn. He made the atmosphere so chilled around the set that everybody was relaxed.
Mhm.
And I think because of that, even Kajol ma'am was chilled. I was
Correct.
chilled. It was just a very good zone, good, happy place to be in.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
But she's Kajol. You have to realize
Yeah.
that. She's the OG. We've all looked up to her, and I'll never say grown up ever to anybody. We've all looked up to her. And Dilwale, Dulhania se leke, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai se leke, all are great films. And yeah, so it was a very good experience just being there. And the way she was a sweetheart.
Now tell us about that one of those instances, that you guys had fun shooting.
We had only fun shooting. I think Suparn Verma creates that atmosphere, and I also like that kind of atmosphere because I was telling somebody also that a lot of people, if they're doing a serious scene, they want to be serious. If they want to do a happy scene, they'll keep laughing.
Correct.
I prefer being happy in general, and then the performances will improve eventually. And if you make your workplace a home like घर पे, if you're sitting in a ganji and boxes, also you're chilled, you're happy, you're comfortable because it's your home.
Correct.
So what if you make your workplace home? Like you coming out and interviewing me over here will be different than when you're calling me to your cabin in your office. You're more sorted there. You're relaxed there. So when your workplace becomes like your home, then it's a different feeling. And I think that's what Supan Verma did with that whole set.
I think he'll have fun when he watches this interview. Like, wow, I'm so happy somebody
No,
praises
I'm
me
sure he
like.
knows that. I'm sure he knows that.
Okay, but talking about your career graph, you've taken a span of break, but you've come back now with the full energy. Like you've been buzzing around right now. So how has that been like? What's your work focus right now?
See, break. I took initial break for some time because of my health and all those
Yeah.
things. That was long back. But after that, I was waiting to get some interesting work because whenever, as an actor, I wanted to do OTT, but that OTT was not up to what I wanted to do. It was very TV kind of OTT because then I thought, well, then why do I leave TV? Then why don't I do TV if I do want to do the same kind of shows?
Yeah.
Because I want to be a part of these ones, which people will watch, which is made by a
Correct.
certain kind of people. So as a viewer, I watch those kind of shows. So as an actor, I also
You'll have
want
that
to be.
understanding much more being an actor yourself.
Yeah, I want to be also in those kind of shows.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in shows जो आएंगे जाएंगे मेरे खुशी के लिए पता भी नहीं चलेगा.
All right,
So
makes
yeah,
sense.
that's what I thought of, and that's what I put my head into that, and that's why I waited, and I then did these kind of shows
Yeah.
which I'm doing.
Well, like in regards to that same thing, like you mentioned, you did not want to do something like you've kind of like if there has to be some difference that you were looking for when it comes to OTT or television. But have you like really trying to maintain that distance with television, or do
See-
you think like if something great comes up, you'll absolutely look
मैं
forward
हमेशा
to
एक
it?
लाइन मारता हूँ कि और मैं 15 साल पहले से बोल रहा हूँ when I started doing television, when they were telling me that why didn't you do films, आप whatever आप
Yeah.
अच्छे हो, आप फिल्में क्यों नहीं करते हो? तो पहली बात तो फिल्मों में मुझे कोई लेगा नहीं ऐसा, they'll take their people. सेकेंडली तो माय डिफेंस में बोलता था मैं उस वक्त स्टाइल मार के कि ना मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है बड़ा पर्दा या छोटा पर्दा, पर्दे का मटेरियल हैज टू बी गुड, एंड दैट्स ट्रू राइट नाउ. इट डजंट मैटर big screen, small screen or mobile. If the quality is good, like people, the biggest stars of our industry are
Correct.
coming on OTT, which we watch it on mobiles
Yeah.
now. So the size doesn't matter, the quality of work matters.
I mean, I think I don't know if I'm right to say this. It's not about being a star, but it's about being a fine actor.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is now.
True.
That's why besides those 5-7 people, हम किसी की फिल्म देखने जाएंगे नहीं. अब वो 5-7 कौन है आप सोच लो.
No, but
थिएटर में.
sorry, but I'll say for
अब
instance.
3 कर लोगे.
Sorry.
आप 5-7 से 3 कर लोगे अभी. मैं बोल रहा हूँ 5-7 stars जो हमारे. Besides that, we're not going to make an effort and go to a theater and watch a film now. That's what it come up to. You have to be an actor. That's most important. That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, say for instance, if you do a work with Suparn Verma or if you do something with Hansal Mehta, even if it's released in the theaters, and if it stars actors like I mentioned, if it's you or if it's Harman Baveja, we've seen their work.
No, we are still okay. They're much better actors than us.
No, I'm not talking about being much better actors. I'm not getting into that comparison. But the fact that if a trailer, like you mentioned, you look for the quality of the parda.
I don't know if people will go to the theater and watch. I have doubts because मैं खुद नहीं जाऊँ. I'll only go for I'll only for Khans and larger than life films and Ajay Devgns and Akshay Kumar and those and Ranbir Kapoor and Singh, these 7-8 people.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Otherwise, घर पे.
But I think it's a comfort, now everybody has started enjoying the comfort of your place and on that note, you shifted to a new house recently. Yeah. Tell us about that. How does that feel like?
I love the vibe. I re-renovated my whole house.
Oh.
Yeah, so I love it. It's here in Lokhandwara, pretty close by, and I love it. It's I have my space for my work now, and I have my space to sleep. Well, it's a mix, tha. So now I planned everything. My mom has a very good space. I have a puppy home now.
Yeah, the Remo and his wife gifted that to you. Was that a housewarming gift?
Maybe. I didn't ask them that. No, it wasn't actually.
But that's a very sweet gesture.
No. I'll ask for another housewarming from them. But that was just a gift.
Okay. So now, what have you finally decided the name?
I just named him Joey. How are you doing?
Oh.
From Friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, how's that bonding going on at home right now?
I think I love him. We all have fallen in love with him. And my mom, who was very not sure pehle, now so she's like attached to him completely. I think that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
With their eyes. They just pull you and they just...
And no matter what they do,
he's eaten my sofa. If I would scratch my sofa, my mom would kill me. And he's eaten it from down and she's like, वो बेचारा वो खा रहा है. अब वो बेचारा खा रहा है.
But that's sofa. And that is your new house. Yeah, but you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah, he's love. He's all love.
As an actor, a person always juggles between personal and professional life, right? You are always in the eye of the camera.
Ji.
You're always in front. People are noticing you. You have to be like a normal person's walking on the road might not be, shot with the camera like the way you might be, right? So, in order to manage your life, personal, professional life, how have you been working on that? You've been in the industry for so long, like for almost more than a decade. How have you managed to deal with it, like your personal life and professional life?
I don't know, yeah. It just happens. I think you just have to be careful where you are.
Yeah.
And behave yourself. And I think it's not that difficult. A place like Bombay, it's not that difficult because your people are used to, Andheri,
they are comfortable.
Juhu, Bandra, they won't trouble. They're very chill. They're used to people. The much bigger stars, they're used to cycling or driving and stuff.
So true.
Yes, you get attention, but I think it's all on you. If you quietly go by, I've seen a lot of stars quietly going by, and I've seen a lot of smaller stars going with 3-4 securities and then grabbing attention. So it just depends how you are. I think if you're chill and you're relaxed, it's not that difficult.
You're talking about Mumbai. You've been here for so long.
Ji.
Which are those places that are very close to your heart in the city?
In Mumbai?
Yeah, like your one go-to place.
My gym, where I just relax myself. I think that's my meditation. I don't meditate. I mean, it's very important, but I don't. I think gym is my meditation.
It's not easy to meditate.
No, I don't want to also. I'm chill. I'm okay without meditation. Yeah. People who meditate will hate me for that, but I think watching a good show makes me meditate. It can be anything. I think watching TV is my meditation. Going to gym is my meditation. Playing is my meditation. I love playing sports. Yeah,
So in Mumbai, what are
yeah.
those food spots like your
The
favorite
eating
restaurant,
ones,
your
the
or eateries?
restaurants.
Yeah.
I go anywhere. So I used to be part of this place called Silver Beach Cafe.
Oh,
That was
okay.
mine. Yeah, so I go there for all my meetings. Soho is a good place to be. I like the Worli Bastion is really cool. Slink is very good if you've not been in Worli again. And this place called Akina is really good. Many places.
Okay. Well, from 2005 to still continuing
Uh,
as an actor,
mm.
where do you see yourself in your career and life in general now?
In life, I think everybody changes.
Yeah.
They change because of situation, they change because of circumstances. And as far as the change is good, it's always good. People can go that way also. I've been fortunate enough to go the happier way. 10 years from now, I think I'll still be acting for sure. I think I found myself what I want to do. I was distracted in a lot of ways, but that phase of COVID had actually helped me clear my mind a lot, what I want to do. So acting is something I'll always continue, and I love properties. So along with acting, there will be properties that I'll be involved in.
Tell us about what did you do during the pandemic?
I rediscovered myself. I shot for these Z5 OTT shows called Naxal Bhari
Yeah.
and Black Widow, and rediscovered is the most important thing. Yeah.
Tell us about your upcoming projects.
Okay, upcoming projects After Trial, which is releasing
Yeah.
on 14th
14th.
of July. The dates are not locked, but I'm doing the show on doctors,
Okay.
um,
Interesting.
and I'm doing a show on a ship being captured by pirates. So if you
Yeah.
all know the
Yeah.
name or no, which is going to
Yeah.
release end of this year again.
Okay.
So I want to keep a focus on Trial right now, but yeah, these two shows which I've already shot for, they'll release I think within 6 months.
You know, in this reminds me, while I was going through your social
Mm.
media, you haven't posted anything about the trial.
No,
I couldn't see
I
any.
have posted about Kajol. I have posted about there's something, and I thought when it's releasing, like
These
up
days.
start
Yeah.
hoga, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.